Wow, Jose Benavidez, father of David Benavidez, calls out Jermall Charlo. He says he wants that for September. Obviously, David has to get past his next opponent, Ellis, and we're going to talk about that in this here video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, Jose Benavidez Sr. has been on a campaign trying to get his son the bigger fights. They have called out Canelo. Looks like Canelo's fighting Avni Yildirim and then has a second fight with DAZN against Billy Joe Saunders. Two fights I'm probably going to boycott. Definitely boycotting the Billy Joe Saunders. We're going to do the hashtag blackout Billy Joe Saunders. Check that video so you guys can hear why. But as far as Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, listen, I want to talk about that and give my thoughts. I love it. I love it. They're not at the same weight currently. And that's the thing. Like, boxing fans, that's why I just do my numbers and then leave, because some of you guys be asking me weird questions and saying this and that. I've heard people trying to start chatter that Jermall Charlo was ducking David Benavidez, which is completely false. First of all, David Benavidez and his pops have said little things and indications that they want to fight. Cool. But they fight at 168. Jermall Charlo is a champion at 160, so he'd have to move up. But beyond that, Jermall Charlo has been on record and say he will snap David Benavidez's neck, and he's responded to it. And he says he'll hit David Benavidez with some stuff that he's not been hit with before. So, y'all got to curb the either guy is ducking either guy. Now, the business, I don't know what that means. I don't know, what the plans are for PBC, Al Heyman, the pandemic. But as far as a fight, it's an awesome fight. It's a dangerous fight for both guys, right? People, listen, I'm a fair boxing analyst. Jermall Charlo would be giving up 8 pounds. He would be moving up. We don't know what his power is like at that division. Based on his size, I think he'll be good. It looks like he's athletic. He has boxing fundamentals, which is always going to be, when you move up and you have fundamentals in tow, then that's a huge benefit to you because you're moving up with skill. Jermall Charlo possesses that. He has a piston-like jab. He has experience. He just beat the shit out of Sergey Derevyanchenko, swole his eyes up. Derevyanchenko, this is how you know when a fighter gets whooped. When someone's competed in one weight class and then all of a sudden they said they can't fight in that weight class anymore. So that just goes to show me at his age, after losing to Triple G, Jacobs, I thought he beat Triple G, and then getting destroyed by Jermall Charlo, he's going to try his hand at 154. So I wish him the best of luck. Derevyanchenko is a good fighter. But Jermall Charlo would be moving up with skill. He has a great trainer in Ronnie Shields. So he's at a weight disadvantage just based on paper. He hasn't really been fighting the big names at 168. Now, as far as David Benavidez, he's a beast. Hand speed, crispy. I would say he's probably a little bit taller than Jermall Charlo. Again, he would have the weight advantage. He has crazy hand speed. He clearly has power. He just got to get a couple things in check with his discipline, because the whole reason Canelo's a champion right now is not because he went through David Benavidez. It's because he went around David Benavidez. And David Benavidez, of course, lost his belt on the scale, which created this loophole or opportunity for the WBC to pretty much put that belt in Canelo's orbit or in his possession, because we knew Canelo does well with the style in which the WBC randomly put the belt on the line for the Caleb Smith fight. Plus, they said he didn't even have a full camp to train. He only had 4 weeks. But I think it's a good fight. There's a lot of people who, are prematurely giving predictions. I don't get in the business of doing predictions unless the fight's going to happen. If they make the fight happen, I'll pay for it. It's an excellent fight. But I wouldn't write Jermall Charlo off like some of the fans, because at the end of the day, it's a fight. Jermall Charlo, he looks to be a big dude. He might be stronger at 168. He might feel better just having less of a weight cut because it got to a point where at 154 he was going to move up, and the only reason he stayed long enough to stop J-Rock is because if he would have moved up, then people would have said he was ducking J-Rock. So he handled that, and then his body kind of outgrew the division and had been trending that way, and then he moved up. Now he's been at 160. He's acclimated there. He's fought Derevyanchenko there. He fought some tricky guys like Brandon Adams, who won the Contender, etc. I do think Jermall Charlo, his defense is tighter as well. So, it's a good fight. We have to also keep in mind that David Benavidez, if we're looking at his career, he's a beast, but he had a fight, the first fight with Ron Gavreau, he got dropped, and it was close. Some people even thought Gavreau won the first fight, but he did very good in the rematch and destroyed Gavreau. I think he even broke his nose or jaw or whatever. So he's a dangerous fighter because he continues to learn. But there are performances where you've seen David Benavidez, a little bit more vulnerable. I would say mostly Ron Gavreau and then also Anthony Durrell. Anthony Durrell, I thought, was beating David Benavidez until that cut opened up. So, this is anybody's fight as far as I'm concerned. It's a great stylistic matchup, but neither guy is invincible, which is contrary to some of the comments I'm seeing. I would love to fight. May the best man win if they do fight. Both fighters are going to be confident, and it would be a huge fight for boxing. Other option for David Benavidez is Caleb Plant. I'm good with either one of them. Caleb Plant, that's the fight that's been brewing longer, and they're already ready-made in the same division. So at the end of the day, I guess we have to see what's good and what Jermall Charlo and his team decide to do if he stays at 160 or if he wants to move up to 68, because he said he's willing to do it. So either way, the winner would definitely have a lot of eyes on them, and I think deserves the Canelo, no matter how you match those guys. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, or Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, Canelo got to see the winner. He got to see the winner as far as I'm concerned. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.